Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the YouTube streets. Shout out to the chat. This is your home girl, Arabia Barbosa. 914, which is the county of New York, coming to you with another live video. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. It is what it is. This video is not going to be a long one. Shout out to the chat. The reason why I'm doing this video is because I'm starting to discover. Well, I've been new, but it's being plain and clear to me as time goes on that people really don't want you to ask questions. They want you to just believe what they say and to follow what they say. And I'm not talking about the YouTube streets. I'm talking about life in general. People do not want you to seek out the answers you need to seek. Shout out to the chat. I'm not going to be up here very long, but I just wanted to come through and let people know that sometimes people don't want you to ask questions. They just want you to take everything face value. Because some people think they actually have all the answers. They think they can work out every problem, solve everything that's going on, but that's not fucking true. Shout out to the chat. And these last couple of days have been really something. These last couple of days have really been something. So tomorrow, I have an appointment for the electrical people to come out here and do the testing on the appliances in this house. Because whatever happened that skyrocketed my electric bill was very ridiculous. And they're going to do their own, I guess, problem solving as to see what the problem was. But it really was that situation because, like I said, everything in here is connected to the electrical wiring. Water heater included. Water heater included. So shout out to the chat. So the weekend is almost over. The weekend will be over in a few hours. And the new work week will begin. It shall begin tomorrow morning. But like I said, the electrical people have to come out and do their testing on the appliances in this house. They have to go over every electrical circuit. Shout out to the chat. And it is what it is. Now, Tuesday, I can resume what I needed to resume as far as working is concerned in my eyes. And don't worry, I'm looking for me another job. The applications have been done online. We did our walkthroughs last week. We're just doing a follow-up tomorrow morning with emails and phone calls. Shout out to the chat. It is what it is. The year is getting ready to be over with. Hey, kiss my cheeks. Letitia, thank you for coming in. Tesh, thank you for coming in. Shout out to all of you. I'm glad to see everyone. Shout out to all of you. Yeah, I'm not going to be up here very long. I hate when I catch a head cold. I really do. And it's not really so much that I caught a head cold. You know how you be spraying chemicals in your house? Ah, oh my God, you get caught up with all that fumes. But it has to be done because, if I don't do it, who going to do it? Who going to clean this house but me? I'm the only one here. But I'm not going to be up here very long. I just want to come through. I just want to come through and say that real quick. And if you ever look at the facial expression of some people when you ask questions, when you ask a question, right, and someone looks at you with disgust, that means that you uncut their wisdom. 2, you asking a question that they don't want to answer. And 3, they're going to try to deflect from the question. So it is what it is. That's how people are. That is how people are. I get frustrated dealing with people sometimes. I do. I get frustrated with dealing with them because I find out that people really ain't really prepared. Just like what happened on Friday when I was leaving the job, the bitch had a fucking attitude. She drives for the company. This bitch is getting paid to drive us. She's getting paid to drive us to the job and back to the office in the afternoon. And she can't even do that without fucking bitching and complaining and being petty. And I remember last year when I was on the Walmart ticket, I didn't really deal with her. I didn't really deal with her at all. I took public transportation. You know what I mean? Shout out to the chat. But yeah, man. Some people. And you can't ignore them. You can't avoid them. Not when they're around every day, all day with the same bullshit. It seemed like to me, and I don't mean no harm, it seemed like to me people on the outside world, at prison and the outside world, two different worlds, two different realities. And I'm starting to see where it was a good thing that I did go when I went, when I was young. You know what I mean? I got out, 2 years short of my 30th birthday? Shout out to the chat. So that shit happened over 20 years ago. But I find the same thing that was happening back then is happening now. But it's on a bigger scale level. You know what I mean? Because most of my support, the people that was in my life, immediately are no longer here. That's the reality. You know what I mean? But I'm not going to let that worry me. So I'm out. Hope everyone has an awesome evening. That's all I got to say, man. For real, for real. I'm just over it, man. I'm over it. This is why bitches become bitches. This is why. That's my attitude. That's my opinion. That's not true for everyone. Everyone don't think like the way I think. Everybody don't feel what I feel, and everybody don't see what I'm seeing. But I'm starting to see some real shit. Shit that I knew was here way before I even went to the fucking penitentiary. And it's still fucking out here. It's fucking ridiculous. You would think with all the technology that people got, things would change and things would be different. That's not true. That's not the case. Demetric Jones, shout out to you. Shout out to everyone that's in my chat. I see everyone. Demetric Jones, I see you. Tesh, I see you. Kiss My Cheeks, I see you. Who else I see? Mrs. V, I see you. Yeah, Donna, I see you. Yeah, I see everyone in my chat. Letitia, everyone. So shout out to everyone that came through. Shout out to all y'all that hit the like button. I appreciate it. I appreciate your view. I appreciate you listening with me. I knew this wasn't going to be a long live. You know what I mean? So I guess I'll see everyone later. Thank you for coming through. Have a good evening. And peace. One.